on all sides for all stakeholders. It's important as parents and guardians that you know what kind of commitments our staff is willing to make. We want you to know that Sugar Creek Charter School is a welcoming, collaborative, and supportive environment. Sugar Creek Charter School is invested in your students' academic, behavior, and social and emotional learning. We also need our students to make these commitments as well. And these commitments reflect our STARS rules. S, show respect to yourself and other students. T, transition in a safe and orderly manner. That'll be back in the building and at home as well. Accept responsibility. A, accept responsibility. R, ready to learn. And S, support your school. Our next major commitment is going to be attendance. Attendance is so important this year. Okay? Attendance will be recorded and required every single day. Please make sure that you connect with your teacher if for any reason that you will not attend a live session. Right? Live sessions are so important because they give you effective instruction and immediate feedback to student work. We understand that you get sick, we understand that technology fails, and we understand that sometimes you have a family emergency. But please contact your teacher as soon as you know that you will not make a live session. Please do not make a habit in just watching recordings and just doing the daily work on your own. Make it a habit to be in a live session every single day. Always remember that we are family at Sugar Creek Charter School. Thank you for becoming a member of our family. Thank you for being here. Please learn as much as you can at this open house. Have some fun and have a great day. And as we say here at Sugar Creek Charter School, we're positively flexible. We are all in and we do whatever it takes. Thank you.
All right. We're going to keep going. During this time, you can go ahead and look at each roster. And you can take a picture during this time. We'll just give you a few moments. This is Ms. Pfeiffer's list, Ms. Vaughn, my class list, Ms. Lacey, Ms. Littlejohn, and Ms. Howard. I'm going to give you about 1 more minute. All right, and we're going to keep going on with the PowerPoint. Ms. Pfeiffer?
You're muted.
Oh,
I
wow.
apologize.
Um,
Parents, please sign in through the chat box. At the bottom of your screen, there are the words chat. What we are asking you to do, it's on the left, it is in English. On the right, it is in Spanish. If you would, type your child's first and last name, type your child's, your first and last name, your student's first and last name, your child's homeroom teacher. Do you need a translator for virtual home visits? And does your child have technology? Take a few seconds, few minutes, a minute maybe, to get this information down in the bottom where it says chat on the bottom of your screen.
all right. Moving right along.
This is Mr. Roberts. I'm not clicking that website to sign in. I don't know how to do it.
If you, at the bottom of the screen, it should be a chat box. Or you can push chat.
I'll click the chat back. So I hit chat. Over there,
Miss Casey, can you go back to that slide?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and these again are the things that you should be typing in the chat box. We're gonna move right along. And we're gonna meet the team after Ms. Vine introduces everybody. Actually, I'm going to see. After Ms. Vine introduces everybody, I'm going to stop sharing so everyone can just give a wave and just say who they are. So
All right.
go ahead.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. Vaughn. I am one of the second grade ELA teachers here. Along with me is Miss Sierra Lacey, Miss Howard, and our ELA curriculum facilitator is Miss Cooper. Our ELA coach is Miss Webster. Our math teachers are Miss Pfeiffer, Miss Casey, and Miss Littlejohn. The math department chairs are Miss Mitchell and Miss Gordich. And our interventionists for math and ELA are Mr. Wooten and Mr. Phillips.
And really quickly, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen.
I'm on the Zoom call, but I can't get this thing on.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Casey. And if everyone will please mute their phones or videos or however you're watching the video so everyone can hear. So again, I'm Miss Casey. Miss Pfeiffer, raise your hand. Miss Littlejohn. Then we have Miss Vine again, and Miss Lacey, and Miss Howard. The department chairs, Miss Mitchell, Miss Gurdich, that's for math, The facilitator for ELA is Ms. Cooper. And then we have Ms. Webster for the ELA coach. And then our interventionist, we have Mr. Wooten and Mr. Phillips. So I hope you were able to see, put a face to the name, and we're gonna go ahead and continue. I'm gonna share my screen again. Right, and we're gonna continue.
All right, so we are going to be talking about the daily schedule. So we start bright and early at 8 o'clock. It is super important that your scholars are logging on at that time, because from 8 to 8:15, we're doing our morning meeting. After that 8:15 time, your students will not be allowed to join the class. So it's really important that they are in between 8 and 8:15. Again, they will not be allowed to join that first block class if they are not in at that time. From 8:15 to 9 is block 1. And our block 1 is whichever homeroom teacher that your child has, that's who they're gonna have first. From 9 to 9:45 is specials. From 9:45 to 9:50, we're having a brain break and we're going to transition. From 9:50 to 10:10, block 1 is going to continue. From 10:10 to 10:15, we're going to have another brain break. And this is when they're going to be transitioning to their next class. From 10:15 to 11:20, they're gonna have their block 2. From 11:20 to 11:25, they're having another break and transition. And then around 11:25 to 11:55, that is when the teachers are going to be pulling their small groups. So the teachers will let the students know if they're going to be needed for that small block time. If not, they'll be working on other assignments. And then again, for their block 1, from 11:55 to 12:25, we're going to have the block 2 small group. Now, we do want you to pay attention. There are no live sessions on Fridays. During that time, they will be working on, if they have any missing assignments or any other supplemental activities, they are going to be doing that then.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lacey, for that. I'm gonna keep moving. Oh, actually, I'll give you just a second. If you would like to take a picture of that, you can. Also, the teachers will be sending that out to you through their group me messages. But if you would like to take just a moment really quick to take a picture of that, I'll give you that. It's just a couple of more seconds. All right, moving right along. All right, so what curriculum will be used for this school year? So for ELA, for 2 through 4, they'll be using Wit and Wisdom, and they're aligned with the Common Core standards. For math, K through 4, we'll be using Eureka Math, of course, aligned with Common Core standards. So I just want to stop really quick. For math, Eureka Math will not start right away. So parents, you want to jot down this date. There will be packets for the students available. Oh, I'm sorry, that's for reading and math. My apologies. There will be a packet pickup for August 21st, and it will be paper copies of iReady, and we're going to get into what iReady is on the next slide, but that will need to be picked up for instruction. Although Eureka Math is listed here, that will still be used, but it will not be ready yet. And so again, parents, you'll need to pick up packets August 21st. That time, you can pick them up between 8 to 3. And so I go back to the slide. For guided reading, of course, they use Common Core standards. And if you have any more questions or need that date repeated, you can just reach out to your child's teacher individually. moving on to the next slide. All right, so curriculum alignment programs. So Canvas will be used to navigate through the websites that will be used for curriculum. When it is ready, we will show the students how to use it to get to each program. iReady is what will be used at the start of school. So next week, they will take a diagnostic test and it will show their academic placement. So again, iReady will be used and it will be, a test will be given and it will show their academic placement. The reading test will be given on Tuesday of next week and the math test will be given on Wednesday. So other programs that will be used, ELA uses Mastery Connect, mostly for classwork. Math, teachers will use Zern for classwork, and Quizzes, that will be where they will go for the exit tickets. I'll just give you a moment if you want to look at that or take a picture of that. All right, moving right along. All right, so intervention. Intervention will begin August 24th. And so our 2th through 4th grade interventionists are Mr. Wooten and Mr. Phillips. And on the next slide, Mr. Wooten is going to go ahead and get into more logistics of intervention and why we use it at Sugar Creek.
Good afternoon, everybody. Like Ms. Casey stated, I'm Mr. Wooten. I will be the 2nd through 4th grade math and ELA interventionist, or one of them, along with others. And what intervention is pretty much, just as its first paragraph says, at Sugar Creek, the intervention team works with your child to support them in a specific area based on what they are learning in class to better prepare them for success in the classroom. So basically, just in a nutshell, this is for students that may have some difficulty grasping some things whole group, and just based off of whether or not their diagnostic test comes back and indicates they need maybe small group help on something, or based off of a referral from EC, or due to retention, those students are some students that automatically apply to intervention. But it's just basically an opportunity for them to get smaller group support based off of the things that they need that may not be being fulfilled whole wise. All right, so basically, it'll mirror pretty much their academic schedule. Classes are taught Monday through Thursday from 12:30 to 3. So this will be pretty much after their academic class, so this won't interfere with anything they'll be doing virtually classes. And these will be 30-minute slots, so the longest spanning from 2nd to 4th grade, that those small group instruction slots will be based in 30-minute slots. And instruction is differentiated based on individual students and is data driven with weekly progress monitoring. So we will be owning and targeting very specific skills and things that they may need some small assistance with outside of your normal whole group. Students that are eligible for intervention, as I stated, are retained, returned to the previous school year, or referred by the EC department. So once again, kind of a reinforcement that they will be learning with your teachers as well. And if you have questions concerning that, if you reach out to your teacher, I'm sure they'll be able to refer back to someone that will be able to answer those questions for you. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Wooten. If you all didn't hear the last part, again, if you have any concerns for your child, reach out to the teacher and the teacher will give that information to either our department chairs, that's for math, and then the curriculum facilitator, and that's for reading. So we're going to go ahead and keep going. Ms. Pfeiffer.
Ms. Pfeiffer, you're muted.
I apologize. Here are some suggestions that we are giving parents We all know if you're a parent that you know what to do, but we just want to give some tips. Basically, we're asking or just acknowledge that kids need to get up between 7:15, breakfast 7:30, 7:50 to 8 o'clock, sign on the Canvas. You have from 8 until 8:15 to get on the Zoom links. 8 o'clock really starts the instruction, but 8 o'clock is our morning meetings. So we need for our students to be on by 8:15. Refer back to your schedule to get that information. From 1:30 to 3, complete any remaining assignments, reach out to teachers, wrap up learning for the day. 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, enjoy the day. 8 to 8:30, preparation for bedtime. 8:30, get a good night's rest.
Thank you, Ms. Pfeiffer. Parents, if you would like, I'll give you a few moments to go ahead and copy this down. Again, this is just a suggested home schedule. Give about 1 more minute. All right, moving right along.
All right. So for Friday Independent Study, again, I'm Miss Howard. So as was stated earlier, on Fridays, we are not having instruction. So we have different assignments that students can work on for practice. I know last year, a lot of parents were saying, you know, I have students who need more work or who needs more practice. So these websites here are the websites we're going to be using this year. For Friday Independent Study. So every week we'll tell the students what they need to be working on Friday. And these are the different websites they'll be going to. All this stuff will be, or all these websites will be accessible through Canvas once that's up and running. So they don't have to find these links or type these links into the search engine. It'll be available for them on Canvas. And down here we have our teacher office hours from 3 to 4. So if parents need to contact teachers about anything, any questions, any concerns that they might have, these are the hours will be feasible to or easier to reach us at. So 3 to 4 is the time you can contact your student's teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. We're going to go ahead and get into attendance, policies, and procedures. So daily attendance is required for remote instruction. Attendance will be taken by teachers and recorded in PowerSchool each day. Students will be counted as present if they attend live class sessions on Zoom. Students who have limited access to the internet will be counted as present if they attend a scheduled check-in session with their teachers by phone using Google Voice. Students will be counted as present if they watch the recorded videos of the live class sessions and also complete and submit all assignments by the original due date. So before I go to the next point here, I just want to point out that students only have 24 hours to complete the assignment. So if the student does not attend block 1, they still have time to attend block 2, but they must get the work completed for block 1 within that 24 hours. Please make sure you let the teacher know if your child could not get on for some reason. Just let the teacher know. They still won't be counted there, but they still need to get the work completed, okay? If a student is not able to attend a live class session due to being sick or family emergency, they will be counted as present if they watch the recorded videos of the missed class sessions and also complete the submitted assignment and submit assignments. So again, it's all about communication when it comes to those types of instances. Just make sure you contact the teacher. Now, if they just missed the class, they, again, will not be counted present that time, but just make sure they get the work complete within that 24 hours. And I'll just give you a moment if there's a parent that would like to take a picture All right, moving right along.
So how will grading work? Our tests are going to be counted as 35% of the total grade. Please make sure you're muted. The classwork is also 35%. Quizzes will be 15%. And the homework and class participation is going to be 15%. Teachers will be updating the grades weekly. Grades can be assessed through the Parent Hub of PowerSchool. If you need access to the Parent Hub, please contact Mr. Dunn, Christopher Dunn, and that's dunn.christopher@thesugarcreek.org. And the grading will be done on a 10-point scale.
All right, I'm going to talk about family and student expectations for virtual learning. So pretty much for our parents, please make sure that you limit the background noise and any distractions, such as a TV or if they have other siblings that are in the house. Also, it is okay to be near your child when in case they have technology issues, but please let them do their own work. And to maximize instructional time, if you as a parent have any questions for us, please use our office hours to communicate with us or use the Remind app so that we're not distracting our students and we're not distracting the learning environment. And also, please be patient and flexible with us as we embark on this new journey of virtual learning. For our students, you are expected to log in on time with your camera on, dressed appropriately. There will be another slide later on about dress code. Once class start, which is first block, instruction will start at 8:15. Students will be given a 5-minute grace period. And then after that, it is up to the teacher's discretion if they want to allow the student in after that grace period or not. Make sure when you enter, you are on mute and you stay muted unless you are asking a question or your teacher calls on you. Make sure your device is fully charged. Use the bathroom and eat breakfast before logging in. If you go back to our schedule, bathroom breaks are built in. So whenever we have a brain break or we're transitioning, that's the perfect time to use the bathroom. We will be using the chat box to ask questions. You can also raise your hand using the virtual emojis. We're asking on Zoom if students can display their first and last name, especially the first couple of weeks until we get to know everybody by their name. If you wear glasses, please make sure you have your glasses on. And if you take any medicine that you would take before school or during school, if we were in school, please make sure you take that prior to logging on for Zoom.
All right.
Sorry, I was on mute. Setting your child up for success. So definitely during this time, it's going to be a lot for teachers, students, and parents. So we put some things on here that will make it helpful for you all, and some things that we suggest during this time for online learning. So for some supplies you might need would be pencils, paper, headphones, and any school provided materials. So that's referring to the student packets that are going out next Friday. Headphones is something that we really suggest that your student have. This is just a way for the student to focus on when we're on Zoom. I know they have some headphones, I think at the dollar store for like $1 or a Family Dollar. So they can be pretty inexpensive, but we highly recommend students have headphones. And as for the workplace, we ask that your child is sitting in a comfortable seating. So we suggest that they're sitting at a table or at a desk where they're sitting up properly, and they're able to write on something. Try not to have them in the bed or just on the floor. Try to have them kind of like in a school setting where they're sitting up, writing on a table or at a desk. So that's go to the next one. Please refrain from working in your bed. We have a lot of students last year just laying down, rolling around under blankets, things like that. And we, as we don't know how long this will last, we want to make this as effective for all students. So please making sure that they're having that table and desk or table and chair would be very helpful for them. As Ms. Littlejohn said earlier, please stray away from distractions or bright lighting, especially distractions. It's going to be very hard for us to teach if there's a lot of noises in you all's background or in our background. So just try to make sure you're on mute unless we call on you. Same space every day. So try to keep that repetition of where they are working to keep that consistent schedule. Please make sure that your supplies are nearby you. I know last year, I personally have run into the issue of students saying, oh, I gotta go get a pencil, or oh, I gotta go get my materials, or oh, I need to go get this. Once they're sitting down in front of the computer by 8 o'clock, they should have everything with them. They should have taken everything they need. So everything should be right there in arm's reach for them. And encourage your child to follow the STAR rules, which we'll go into more detail on the next slide. I think it's the next slide. Yes, it is. Okay, so especially for a lot of our returners, you should know what the STAR rules are. For some of our new folks, I'm gonna go over the STAR rules really quickly. So these are the rules that we follow here at Sugar Creek. So S means show respect for yourself and others. So please make sure that we're saying positive things to each other and even to ourselves. Transition quickly in an orderly manner. So when we're transitioning between classes, because a lot of you all will be doing that, making sure that you're getting on time for your Zoom sessions and that you're ready to learn. Accept responsibility for your actions. So please make sure you keep that in mind as we are all working together on Zoom. Be ready to learn. So that's going back to the slide before by making sure that you have gotten everything that you need for that day. So you're not moving around and things like that. And support your school. So it could be hard to do this since you're at home, but if you would like to wear a uniform, you can. Show some Sugar Creek pride, you can as well. So we could try to follow this one as hard as we can while we're on Zoom.
All right. What does discipline look like in remote learning? So just like in the classroom, we have rules that we need to follow. Remote learning doesn't mean that my rules are going to be rules that I can just get away with, but rules that I need to follow as well. So whole group positive narration. I like how Johnny is sitting in listening position, or he's paying attention to Ms. Casey teach. Individual correction. And we're gonna try, hopefully with the positive narration, won't have to get into that, but the individual correction, we have what we call breakout rooms. So if any time a student may need a break or a breather, they will be sent to the breakout room. And I'll just, well, there's another slide that talks about that, but the individual correction, we may call on that child and speak to them directly, but if too many corrections have to be done, they'll be sent to that breakout room. So a class reset, us giving a whole class reset, a proactive brain break, teacher control and mute, reset in the waiting room, so that's what I was just speaking of, and then immediate phone call home. So if anytime we have an issue with a student and we try to correct it ourselves and then it still is not going anywhere, if they have to be sent to the waiting room, you will be contacted, parents will be contacted. All right, so incentives. We have student of the day, student of the month, WILDCAT Pride Party, end of class shout out, morning shout out, positive call or message home, a dance break, virtual certification, a virtual field trip, theme class day, show and tell spotlight, or lunch with the teacher. Okay, so those are some things that the kids can look forward to for showing positive behavior throughout the entire school year, or just throughout the entire month, or just every single day in general. All right, Wildcat Pride Party. It's almost the same thing as the Green Team Party. All students will attend the first Wildcat Pride Party. So this is what needs to happen for them to be able to attend it. It should be no more than 3 yellows, no blues, no reds. And so if we use these colors to correct behavior, so 3 is just as if we were inside the classroom, 3 yellows. So if they have to be sent to the waiting room or sent to the waiting room more than 2 times in the breakout room, then that will equal a removal. So if anytime the students have to be removed from the class, that will equal a removal. So if they have 2 removals, they won't be able to attend the Wildcat Pride Party. So they can only be sent to the breakout room or waiting room 2 times. But if they get sent 2 times in a day, that equals 1 removal. So our hope is that they get sent to the breakout room and can join the class back during that time. Oh, and they will be the last Friday of the month. There will be no parties in August, October, December, April, or June. And if you would like to take a picture of that, I'll give you just a moment to do so. All right.
All right, so the remote learning dress code. So I'm going to be talking about some of the things that are allowed for our remote learning sessions and some things that are not allowed. So the things that are allowed are jeans, pants, sneakers, t-shirts, joggers, sandals, and last year's uniform. Things that are not allowed are spaghetti straps, tank tops, pajamas, t-shirts with inappropriate language, or short shorts. So honestly, it's really anything that you typically would send your student in for like a dress down day, anything that is appropriate. So nothing too revealing, nothing that is just going to be distracting from the learning environment. And communication. So we understand that it is super important to stay in constant communication with all of the parents throughout all of these changes. So it's really important for you all to continuously update us with all of your proper information. So if you have a phone number change, or if you have, if you need to join our Remind, and I know at the end of this presentation, we'll have our class codes and our Google number, so you guys can save that as well. But please refrain from contacting us during the live sessions. As Ms. Littlejohn said, it is distracting from what we are trying to teach the students and everything. So again, our office hours are from 3 to 4 daily, and that is the best time to for us to communicate with you all. If you have any questions or any concerns, just let us know. Again, we will be giving out our Google numbers and also our Remind class codes and our email. So be on the lookout later on in this presentation.
If you have any technology issues with the computer that you were given or the iPad you were given, please contact this email right here. And I'll give you just a moment to go ahead and write this down. That's SCCS support@thesugarcreek.org. So all tech help emails, you can contact this or contact through this email here, and they'll make sure they help you with that. All right, moving right along.
Ms. Casey, will you allow Ms. Patino to go back to, if you would you go back to that slide and allow Ms. Patino to explain what you just said?
This right here, the technology issues?
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead, Ms. Patino, please.
Ok. Buenas tardes, padres. Si tienen dificultades con la tecnología, esta aquí es donde pueden mandar para ayuda. Ok. So, escriban aquí esta dirección del correo electrónico y ahí le pueden ayudar.
Thank you, Ms. Patino. All right. So it looks like it's cutting this off. Sorry.
Hello? Is there a page or somewhere, yeah, where the parents don't speak English that only can understand Spanish? Go through this?
No, but we can get with our department chairs and facilitators to speak about that, so we can send that out to you.
And then
Yeah, I just saw somebody made a comment about needing help translating the information.
Yeah, at the end, Ms. Patino is going to take questions for people who need the information translated. So at the end, we'll have a time for people to ask questions. And also, I've been communicating with Ms. Cooper, and we're going to try to have someone, if it's possible, to just translate the whole entire slides and upload it to the website. So that might be a possibility as well. But we're gonna have a Q&A at the end. So if there's people who only speak Spanish, Ms. Patino is here to help translate as well.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. Here are the teachers' names, office hours, Google numbers, and the remind codes. So you can go ahead and copy these down. Also, again, you can contact your teachers individually as well if you need any more information in regards to how to get in contact with them. And so you can take this moment to take a picture of it or jot it down. Parents, this video was recorded, and as soon as we get it, we'll send it out to you. There's another group that needs to get on this link. So if you have any questions, can you please just direct it to your child's teacher? Thank you for meeting with us. And we're looking forward to working with your students and working with you all this school year. I'm going to stop sharing. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
No se vaya.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.